The recent conflict between Turkey and Syria is not just a case of two neighboring countries clashing. It's a reflection of complex international equations, deep-rooted strategies, and the vested interests of global powers. This story begins with an ambitious dream that Turkey had nurtured for years. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who has long aimed to establish himself as a leader of the modern Islamic world, made several calculated moves to reassert Turkey's dominance in the Middle East. His plan was to build a permanent military base in Syria, not just to strengthen Turkey's presence, but to create a new strategic axis across West Asia. But these ambitions came crashing down when Israel launched an unexpected and highly precise military operation, striking Turkish-backed positions with force. At the heart of this unfolding drama lies a geopolitical equation involving Turkey, Russia, and Iran, each trying to cement their foothold in Syria. Turkey has long maintained a military presence in northern Syria and intended to establish a permanent base there, deploying advanced air defense systems like the Russian-made S-400. The S-400 is known for its formidable capabilities, capable of neutralizing almost any airstrike. Naturally, this posed a serious threat to Israel. Israel, which has consistently targeted Iranian activity in Syria, sees its strategic freedom in the region as non-negotiable. If Turkey had succeeded in deploying the S-400s, Israeli air operations in Syria would have become nearly impossible. Israel did not take this threat lightly. It made no public warnings, issued no statements. It simply acted. Israeli intelligence and air forces executed a comprehensive operation targeting Turkish-supported outposts. This wasn't just a military move. It was a powerful message. Syria is a red line, and no one crosses it, not even a powerful nation like Turkey. Among the primary targets was Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, a group known to have deep ties with Turkey. Once linked to Al-Qaeda, HTS may have rebranded itself, but its ideology and goals remained the same. In one swift strike, Israel accomplished multiple objectives, sending a message to Turkey, warning Iran, and shaking the fragile power dynamics within Syria. After the strike, Turkey's strategy appeared to crumble. It couldn't prevent the attack, nor was it in a position to retaliate. Russia, often seen as Turkey's military ally, didn't stand firmly by its side either, owing to pre-existing coordination and understandings with Israel regarding Syria. As a result, Turkey found itself outmaneuvered in its own geopolitical game. This wasn't just a tactical defeat. It was a major strategic setback that shook the foundations of Erdogan's Middle East policy. This is where Pakistan enters the picture. A traditional ally of Turkey, especially in matters concerning the Muslim world, Pakistan quickly raised its voice at the United Nations Security Council, condemning Israel's strike. Pakistan's permanent representative, Munir Akram, stated that Israel had attacked Syria without provocation and had violated the 1974 ceasefire agreement. He also accused Israel of killing civilians and acting in total disregard for international norms. But the question arises, why is Pakistan so concerned about an incident it's not directly involved in, especially when its own economy is crumbling, its foreign policy directionless, and its global standing rapidly declining? The answer lies in Pakistan's obsession with opposing Israel. For Pakistan, this was less about supporting Turkey and more about seizing another chance to criticize Israel. Decades after refusing to recognize Israel, Pakistan continues to view it as a foe, never missing a chance to launch verbal attacks. However, in today's world, such rhetoric has little impact. Global politics now revolve around strength, diplomacy, and strategic interests. And this is where India's role becomes significant. India's relationship with Israel has reached remarkable heights over the past 2 decades. From defense and intelligence sharing to agriculture, cybersecurity, and technology, the two countries enjoy a multi-dimensional partnership. When Israel takes on regional adversaries, it isn't just defending itself, it's also safeguarding the interests of allied nations like India. India's Middle East policy is clear. It seeks regional stability, development, and a strong stand against terrorism. Thus, Israel's actions against destabilizing forces like Turkey, Iran, and Syria also indirectly serve India's strategic interests. Turkey, for its part, has repeatedly supported Pakistan on the Kashmir issue, voicing anti-India sentiments at the United Nations, backing Pakistani proposals at the OIC, and promoting anti-India propaganda. In this light, Israel's thwarting of Turkish ambitions comes as a welcome development for India. It's a testament to the strength of alliances between democracies like India and Israel, nations that are self-reliant, strategically aware, and globally respected. Pakistan and Turkey have long tried to portray themselves as leaders of the Muslim world. But times have changed. Today's global community values action over words. Turkey, currently grappling with economic woes, tried to assert its strength through military involvement in Syria, but Israel saw through the strategy and dismantled it in a single blow. Now, Turkey is left to pursue backdoor diplomacy with the very Israel it publicly criticizes, using channels like Azerbaijan to negotiate peace. Meanwhile, Pakistan is reduced to shouting from global platforms with few willing to listen. For India, this entire episode sends a clear message. Strong friendships and diplomatic alliances are a nation's greatest assets. Deep and trusted ties with countries like Israel not only bring diplomatic benefits, but also ensure strategic security. Israel's assertiveness in the Middle East provides India an opportunity to strengthen its presence and influence. Now is the time for India to step up its role in the region, collaborate with allies to counter destabilizing forces, and continue exposing the flawed strategies of failing states like Pakistan and Turkey. This story isn't just about an airstrike, it's a redefinition of global strategy, where intelligence, military strength, and diplomatic coordination shape a country's destiny. Israel has once again proven that it takes no threat lightly, and when its strategic autonomy is challenged, it doesn't hesitate to respond decisively. This stands as an example for countries like India that a clear policy, thorough preparedness, and reliable allies are the keys to navigating today's complex geopolitical landscape. For Turkey and Pakistan, this is not just a blow, it's a warning. If they continue to disregard international norms and attempt to pursue narrow political agendas, they will face consequences, precise, decisive, and backed by global consensus. India must seize this moment to deepen ties in the Middle East, enhance defense, tech, and intelligence cooperation with trusted allies like Israel, and keep countering forces that breed instability in the region. The world is changing, alliances are shifting, and India must keep pace with this evolving diplomatic game. Turkey's dream of leading the Middle East now lies buried under the rubble of an Israeli airstrike. The real questions now are, will Turkey rethink its strategy? Will Pakistan return to reality? And will India learn the lesson that every emerging power must learn